This is Jonathan Agger, here for Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Mams Taylor ahead of another crazy event this Saturday, Misfits 005. Straight into it, Mams, what did you make of the kickoff between Walid Sharks and Dean the Great?
I think it's a rematch in the making that's going to be, it's going to rival KSI Jake Paul. Once it gets there, it's just mental. They have a real disdain for each other. I think that they are both a massive threat to each other's legacy, and that's what it's all about, you know. So it's very competitive, very competitive fight that they're going to have in the rematch when we get there, and they just keep building this thing up without even trying to, you know.
And then you got a bet between Astrid Wet and AJ Bunker. The winner gets the choice to change the other person's name. How many more levels can people go in these press conferences, do you think, taking it to the edge?
As long as, you know, we never want anyone to get hurt, so as long as no one gets seriously hurt, it's you know, it's all a bit of hype and everything. Obviously that went a little bit out of control. We want to try and control things a little bit more and keep it a little bit more calm and safe, but what can you do? You know, these are guys with a lot of testosterone, and the girls have a lot of fire in them as well, so you know, things can happen at Misfits.
Just another question about KSI. He wasn't here today. Is he going to be here on fight night, or?
KSI is on a much needed holiday. He's trying to get there in time, so hopefully yes. But you know, listen, him and I are probably Misfits' biggest fans, so he watches everything, he sees everything, and he's super excited. I think KSI and I were talking about how this card will probably be one of the most action-packed, and I do believe, I've said this from the start, that there will be at least one upset on this card. Like could be a night of upsets, but there'll be at least one upset on this card. I don't know who, but I really feel it in my bones.
Just want to go through the tag team thing, sure. The concept. I don't know if you saw Michael Benson put out the rules on his Twitter, broke it down. So obviously, just for those that don't know, raise arm to tag out, teammate waits in the corner to tag in, can't tag mid, action only in a pause, unlimited tags, team scored as one boxer, and if one teammate is KO'd, the fight is over. So just a few other questions. So how many rounds is this, first of all?
It's 4 rounds, and it's like a normal boxing match, but this is the thing. If this becomes a successful venture for us, it's going to change the landscape for a lot of people, because I was explaining, there's people, I'm really good at singles tennis, I'm shit at doubles, but there are people who are shit at singles and really good at doubles. So I think this will attract even more people, more teams, and eventually we'll crown a tag team champion for Misfits. And I think there's going to be a lot of hype with it. It's just, it's exciting because it's the beginning stages, you know?
So let me just play out a few scenarios. So if someone gets knocked down and he gets up and he's wobbling all over the place but tries to put his arm up to change tag, would the referee stop it, or does it change?
If he's about to get stopped, then if he's going to get stopped, the referee will stop the action. So if you're in the ring and you can't really continue,
even if he puts his arm up to change.
Yeah, the referee's judgment will be there. We trust our referees, the PBA's referees. They're great referees. You know, obviously there's a call here or there that we haven't been happy with, just like any other sport, especially traditional boxing as well. But at the end of the day, if someone's unable to continue, that will be the end of the match. So
that's the same. Say if there's a cut or an injury, it's over.
It's over. Yeah. If one person, same as what other sports has tag teams in it. WWE is a sports entertainment product, right? But their rules, other than we can't go on the top turnbuckles and throw a Superman punch on someone's head or something, and you can't hold your opponent and have a 2-on-1 situation or anything. So we can't do those things, unfortunately. But aside from that, it's going to be the same rules in terms of if someone gets pinned in a WWE match, it's over. You don't need to pin both. You know. And
also, you know, when they change the tag, when they swap out, is the time paused or does it continue?
The referee gives a little bit of space, and they go right away. So it's continuous action all the time.
And, you know, with this concept, I mean, could we ever see, do you think, you know, KSI against Jake and Logan and Tommy, or where could this go in your opinion?
Whatever you guys are thinking about, I've thought about.
What would be your dream for if it was not influencer boxing, just heavyweights, for example?
I'll say it just in case it happens.
And you know, obviously Jake and Tommy happened obviously in the weekend. Was KSI happy or not?
I think you can go to his Twitter and check out his reaction. But ultimately, I think, look, KSI, just commenting objectively here for a second and stepping out of the manager role and partners with KSI role, he has continuously called Jake a fraud in terms of I can fight Canelo type, banter. And I think that was revealed on Saturday, that he fought a boxer that's decent. He's not an amazing boxer in Tommy Fury, but he's a good boxer, and he didn't succumb to the overhand rights, and he didn't. He's a strong young lad, and at the end of the day, he beat Jake up. Throughout the fight, Jake put on a great show, and it was an entertaining, fun fight for me to watch anyway. But I think that's KSI's reaction is like, hey, I've been saying this all this time, and you guys think that I'm so far apart from Jake's skill level, which is not the case.
Is the fight between KSI and Jake as big anymore or not?
I think so, but if he fights Tommy and loses again, then it's not. So we're trying to push for that fight to happen sooner rather than later.
Two more before I finish up. Is there an agreement verbally or in writing for KSI and Jake to fight in December?
There's a contract floating back and forth, and we're hoping to solidify it very soon. Now, the date might change. We want it. We want that fight to happen sooner rather than. We want it to happen before the Tommy Fury rematch.
So could it be in Cardiff? That was one of the dates?
It could be. So we'll see. It's too early to give you more info on this, but it's being worked on.
Just finally, Tommy Fury spoke to him after about KSI's call out, and he described KSI as awful and obviously not on his level. What do you make of a fight between KSI and Tommy?
I think he's gonna punish Tommy and give him a surprise of his lifetime if he thinks those things about him. If he genuinely thinks those things, then he's going to have a problem.
Mams, appreciate it.
Thank you.